Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Piaget was a philosopher and psychologist. He was a radical constructivist. According to constructivism, children construct their knowledge at their own pace and they learn through interaction with real world. Piaget described that learning is a lifelong process. However, he described the four stages of cognitive development. Now I discuss all these stages one by one. Number one stage is sensory motor stage, which occurs between 0 to 2 years. The characteristics of this stage are children use their motor senses. For example, they use their sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste, and by using these senses, they explore the world. At birth, children have some unconscious reflexes. What are reflexes? Reflexes are innate reactions and these are important for their survival. These reflexes are sucking, grasping. With the use of these reflexes, they learn from experiences and physical interaction with the world. At the initial of this stage, children do not have the concept of object permanence. For example, if they have a ball and we take this ball and put away from them, then they cannot understand the concept that this ball exists in the environment even it is not present before them. For example, they have the concept that out of the sight, out of the mind. But at the end of this stage, they have the concept of object permanence. They understand that things exist in the environment even they are not present before them. Now I discuss the second stage, which is pre-operational stage. It occurs between 2 to 7 years. In this stage, children use their language and they understand that pictures and words represent objects. Transductive reasoning, which means that children has illogical thinking and they relate two things, but these things are actually not related with each other. For example, they say that all the food has finished because my doll has eaten it. They also say that I have worn the new clothes, so the rain has gone to someone other's house. Another characteristic of this stage is animism, which is far from the reality. Children think that animate objects has life and feeling. For example, they say that their doll is eating with them. It ride a bicycle with them and they wear the cloth to their doll. Egocentrism is also an important characteristic of this stage. Children believe that everyone is looking the world as they are looking. They think that their perspective is everyone's perspective. For example, if they like ice cream, then everyone must like ice cream. Centration. They focus only one aspect of a thing at one time. For example, if we put two toys before children, then they pay full attention only one toy while they ignore the second toy completely. Symbolic expression is also an important characteristic of this stage. They use these symbolic expression. For example, they use a piece of wood as their own car and they drive it like a car and use their voice as the voice of car. Irreversibility. Children are unable to reverse the direction of a sequence of events. For example, they can go to school from home, but they cannot come back from school to home. Lack of conservation in the term of quality and quantity. For example, if we have two same pots with the same quantity of water in each pot, then children can understand that quantity of water is same. But if we use another pot which has different shape from the earlier pot and pour the quantity of water of earlier pot in it, then they cannot understand that their quantity has remained same. Now I describe the third stage, which is concrete operational stage, that occurs between 7 to 11 years. At this stage, the logical thinking starts, but only for concrete objects. For example, if someone asks a child that spot the car which is physically present before them, then they can easily spot it. Now, at this stage, they become social and observe and understand the viewpoint of other people. They can also understand that things can return back to their original conditions. For example, in the previous stage we have seen that children can go from home to school, but they cannot come back from school to home. But at this stage, they understand the reversibility, decentration. Now, children can look at more than one aspect of an object at a time. They can solve a problem by looking at different aspects of this problem and choose the right decision. Conservation. They understand that if we split an object into two, sum of two is still same. In the previous example, we have seen that if we pour the water in different shape of pot, then they can understand that the quantity does not change, even the shape of the pot change. Serialization. Now they can group the objects on these characteristics. For example, on the basis of size, color and shape, they can group the objects and they can also sort out objects easily. Classification. This is also an important characteristic of this stage. Children can classify the objects in different groups according to same nature. For example, they can make the group of male and female. Transitivity. Now they can order the objects according to low to high and vice versa. They can order objects in ascending and descending way. Now the last stage is formal operational stage, which occurs between 11 to above age. At this stage, the abstract thinking starts. Now children can understand that objects, even not physically present before them, they have their existence. For example, they understand that love, hate, fear exist. Children can analyze different outcomes of a particular situation and on the consequences they make a decision. Now their deductive reasoning also starts. For example, they move from general to specific, and in learning we have this example that they can spot the noun and verb in a sentence easily. They make hypotheses and also test hypotheses, so they can make predictions on the basis of past experiences. For example, they can understand if they work hard, then they can get better position in life. Now at this stage, children again become egocentrism. They feel that they are the stage of the center of this world and everyone is looking at them and talking about them. Now I discuss the educational implication of Piaget theory. Piaget described the cognitive development of children for the first time. He described that as the age of the children increase, their mental development also increases. It means that maturation plays an important role for learning. He did all the experiments with his own children and make conclusions. He focused on discovery-based learning. Selection of teaching method should be according to the stages of cognitive development. For example, problem-solving method is not applicable at pre-operational stage. Evaluation of child performance should be according to the stages of cognitive development. These are the educational implications of Piaget theory. So viewers, these are the stages of Piaget's cognitive development and its educational implication. This lecture will be helpful for you in preparing any exam for teaching and for any administrative point of view. Thanks for watching.